Hello and welcome, strategy gamers, to this special report on my current campaign in Conflict of Nations. This special report will be entitled 3 Wars in the First 3 Days, and the strategy game butt kicker will probably get his butt kicked. So a little recap. The first day, a few hours into joining, I was attacked by Poland, beat off Poland, took all of those cities. As I was finishing up taking Warsaw, the last city, Ukraine, the Min lover or whatever, joined in and beat him back. I'm not sure what all Ukraine has left. I think it's probably just a couple of infantry. There may be, I'm not sure, there may be another recon vehicle over here. I'm not sure exactly what all he has, but I think we've mostly taken him out. I expect to be able to, with this little guy here, I expect to probably be able to march through most, if not all of the cities without any real issue. But he is not completely dead. He still does have some troops and could still pose a problem. I have yet to see exactly how much of a problem that will be. But then, as I am working on finishing up, killing off his troops, and starting to take his cities, Austria. Yes, this is an opportunistic game, and Austria here, who is not a particularly experienced player, but it appears to be a decent player. This is, I think, probably one of the better players I have faced off against. Now, he is currently at war with Italy, which seems to be going in his way, and then he also has declared against me. And I'll explain why that's relevant and why I say it's opportunistic. So checking out this player, eventually checking out this player. All right, so played 12 games, has taken far more provinces than lost, has 2 coalition wins. Now, coalition wins are something, but they're not everything. Has defeated slightly more than has lost of infantry. Has defeated slightly more than lost in armor. Has defeated slightly more than lost in support. Has lost more in helicopters. He's obviously somebody who likes to play helicopters. Has defeated far more fighters. He is not a fighter player. He's more of a helicopter player. No heavies lost. Has done pretty well in naval, pretty well submarines, pretty well with missiles. My guess is he's probably not shooting any missiles. The more missiles you shoot, the more you get lost. He's done pretty well for himself. So this is not a slouch. He's doing fairly well in AI contest too. So this is not a slouch. I do suspect that he probably greatly underestimated the fight he was going to get in this. And the reason I say that, he's about to park his artillery right here. Okay, that's cool. So the reason I say he's probably overestimating or underestimating the fight he's going to get, he's probably just been watching the news. And he's probably seen, I'm at war with 2 nations. There has been some back and forth with cities. I've lost some troops. I haven't lost all my troops, but he's probably been seeing, it has not been easy going exactly. I've made it to, 4th place out of 25th, even having all these wars. But, he's thinking, hey, I'm just going to jump in there and grab some land. And the reason I say that is because he's already working down here. He is fighting Italy. He was probably not expecting that he was going to have a real war up here, though he did devote some troops to it. As you can see, he's put his piece of artillery on it. He has some infantry, which he's already lost one of his infantry. Not a major loss for him, but still he's lost something. So he's devoted some troops. It is going to be probably a harder fight than he's expecting, but there's a pretty good chance. That you are going to get to watch the strategy game butt kicker getting his butt kicked. But stay tuned, because I do still have some tricks up my sleeve. And remember, the point of strategy is to have a good strategy. It's not all about what you have, but how you use it. So I'm going to be trying to put some good use into what I have available. And so stay tuned, come back and watch, and you will see probably another video on this telling a little bit more about how the first day and a little bit, he declared and started invading fairly close to the end of day 3. But so it's essentially within the first day, even though technically this is day 4 and he started in day 3. How the first day of combat has gone. And again, please feel free to comment, to like, even though I'm telling you, you may see me get my butt kicked, feel free to like that. If you don't like the close-ups of Poland's buttocks in an earlier video, and you thought that was in bad taste, and you thought, how can you congratulate yourself so much for beating somebody who just didn't know what he was doing, and you would really like to see me get my comeuppance, then maybe this is the time for you. Anyway, thank you for joining, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.